Joseph Stalin, born Iosif Vissarionovich Jugashvili in 1878 in Gori, Georgia, then part of the Russian Empire, became one of the most powerful and controversial figures of the 20th century. As the leader of the Soviet Union from the mid-1920s until his death in 1953, Stalin transformed a peasant society into a global superpower, but at a devastating human cost. 1. Early life and revolutionary roots. Stalin was born to a poor cobbler and a devout mother who wanted him to become a priest. He studied at a seminary in Tiflis, Tbilisi, where he became influenced by Marxist ideology. Joining the Bolsheviks, Stalin participated in revolutionary activities, including bank robberies, to fund the movement. He adopted the name Stalin, meaning man of steel. 2. Role in the Russian Revolution and Civil War. After the 1917 October Revolution, Stalin gained prominence in the Bolshevik ranks under Lenin. He held various administrative roles, including People's Commissar for Nationalities. During the Russian Civil War, 1917-1922, Stalin played key military and logistical roles, often ruthlessly. 3. Rise to power. After Lenin's death in 1924, a power struggle emerged between Stalin and Leon Trotsky. Stalin used his role as general secretary to build loyal networks within the Communist Party. By the late 1920s, he had consolidated absolute power, exiling and eventually assassinating Trotsky. 4. Policies and reforms. A 5-year plans. Industrialization. Stalin launched aggressive economic plans to rapidly industrialize the Soviet Union. Huge state projects like steel production, dams, and railways were developed. Though the USSR became an industrial power, it came at the cost of human suffering. B. Collectivization. Stalin forced millions of peasants into state-run collective farms. Resistance led to famines, most notably the Holodomor in Ukraine, 1930-33, where millions died. 5. The Great Purge, 1936. 1938. Stalin initiated a brutal campaign to eliminate perceived enemies within the party, military, and public. Estimates of deaths range from 700,000 to over 1 million, through executions, labor camps, and torture. High-ranking officials, including old Bolsheviks and top generals, were purged. 6. Role in World War II. In 1939, Stalin signed the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact with Hitler, dividing Eastern Europe into Nazi and Soviet spheres. After Hitler invaded the USSR in 1941, Stalin led the country in the Great Patriotic War. Despite early losses, the USSR played a crucial role in defeating Nazi Germany. Battle of Stalingrad, 1942-43, marked a turning point. A brutal but decisive Soviet victory. 7. Post-war power and the Cold War. Stalin expanded Soviet influence into Eastern Europe, establishing communist regime. 8. Death and legacy. Stalin died on March 5, 1953, after suffering a stroke. His death triggered power struggles and a process of de-Stalinization under Nikita Khrushchev. Legacy. Stalin is credited with transforming the USSR into a global power and defeating fascism. However, his legacy is overshadowed by state terror, forced labor, famine, and mass executions. Scholars estimate 1,520 million deaths linked to his policies. Conclusion. Joseph Stalin remains a polarizing figure in world history, admired by some for his leadership and feared by many for his brutality. His era shaped not only the Soviet Union but global politics for decades. Understanding Stalin means grappling with the complex nature of power, ideology, and the profound consequences of totalitarian rule.